the Royal Mint of Madrid, a symbol of power, a bastion of wealth. This grand structure has stood the test of time, its very presence a testament to the strength and prosperity of Spain. Its walls, thick and imposing, guarded Spain's treasures for centuries. These walls have witnessed the rise and fall of empires, standing resolute against any threat. Inside, the air hung heavy with the scent of aged paper and ink. The history of countless transactions and secrets are etched into every corner, every shadow. The silence was broken only by the clink of coins, a constant reminder of the riches within. Each coin, a piece of history, a symbol of the wealth that lay protected within these walls. No one had ever dared to breach its defenses, until now. The fortress seemed impenetrable, a challenge to any who might consider testing its security. The professor, a mastermind of unparalleled intellect, stood across the street. His mind raced with possibilities, each one more daring than the last. His eyes, sharp and calculating, observed every angle, every guard, every camera. He noted every detail, every potential weakness in the fortress's defenses. He had spent months planning this heist. Every move, every contingency had been meticulously thought out, leaving nothing to chance. His team, handpicked for their unique skills, awaited his signal. Each member brought something invaluable to the table, their combined expertise forming a formidable force. Tonight, they would attempt the impossible. Under the cover of darkness, they moved with precision and purpose, ready to make history. The professor was an enigma, a ghost in the world of crime. His past remained shrouded in mystery, but his brilliance was undeniable. He had assembled a team like no other. Tokyo, the impulsive hothead; Rio, the young hacker; Nairobi, the master forger. Each member, a vital cog in his intricate plan. Trust was paramount, loyalty unquestionable. The professor had drilled these principles into his team. They were a family, bound together by their shared ambition, but also by the knowledge that this heist would change their lives forever. The plan was audacious. Infiltrate the mint under the cover of night, disable the security systems, take the employees hostage, then print their own fortune. But as they navigated the labyrinthine corridors of the mint, a sense of unease settled upon them. The air grew colder, shadows danced at the edge of their vision. Whispers seemed to emanate from the walls themselves. Tokyo, always the intuitive one, felt a shiver run down her spine. Something wasn't right. The mint was more than just a building. It was a vault of secrets, and they had just unlocked its door. As Tokyo made her way to the security room, a cold hand clamped around her wrist. The sensation was icy, sending shivers down her spine, and she could feel her heart pounding in her chest. She gasped, spinning around to face her attacker. Her breath came in short, sharp bursts as she tried to make sense of what was happening. But there was no one there. The hallway was empty, devoid of any life, yet the feeling of being watched was overwhelming. Only the echoing silence and the shadows that seemed to writhe and twist around her. The flickering lights cast eerie shapes on the walls, making her feel as if the shadows themselves were alive. Panic clawed at her throat. She could feel her pulse quickening, her mind racing with thoughts of escape. She had felt it before, the presence of something unseen. This was different. This was real. The air was thick with tension, and every creak and groan of the building seemed amplified. She could feel its icy breath on her skin, its malevolent gaze boring into her soul. It was as if the very air around her was alive with malevolence. A scream welled up inside her, threatening to break free. Her throat tightened, and she could feel the scream rising. But she knew she had to stay silent. But she swallowed it down, knowing that panic would be their undoing. She took a deep breath, trying to steady herself, her mind racing with thoughts of what to do next. She was trapped, not by bars or guards, but by something far more sinister. The walls seemed to close in on her, and the darkness felt suffocating. She knew she had to find a way out, but the fear was paralyzing. The whispers grew louder, weaving their way into the minds of the team. Unease turned to dread. Paranoia infected their thoughts. Nairobi swore she saw figures lurking in the reflections of the gold bars. Rio's fingers trembled as he tried to bypass the security system. The professor, ever the calm strategist, tried to rationalize the strange occurrences. But even he couldn't shake the feeling that they were not alone. Something malevolent had awakened within the bowels of the Mint. It was toying with them, feeding on their fear. The professor knew they were running out of time. The supernatural presence was growing stronger, and his team was unraveling. He had to act, and act fast. He made a decision, a dangerous gamble that could cost them everything. He would confront the entity head-on, distract it long enough for his team to escape. He had studied the Mint's history, its legends. He knew of the rumors, the whispers of a dark secret hidden within its walls. He had dismissed them as folklore, but now he realized the truth. The Mint wasn't just haunted. It was a conduit, a gateway to something ancient and evil. The professor's plan was their only hope. As the entity focused its attention on him, sensing his defiance, the team made their escape. They sprinted through the darkened corridors, the screams of their fallen comrade echoing behind them. The air crackled with an unseen energy. The ground trembled beneath their feet. They burst out into the cool night air, gasping for breath, their lungs burning. They had escaped the Mint, but they had left a part of themselves behind. As the sun rose, casting its golden rays upon the city, the team gathered in a safe house, their faces etched with exhaustion and horror. They had escaped with their lives, but their victory felt hollow. They had lost their leader, their mentor, their friend. The professor's sacrifice had bought them their freedom, but at what cost? The gold they had stolen felt like a burden, a constant reminder of the horrors they had witnessed. They were forever marked by the events at the Mint, haunted by the memories of the supernatural terror that had gripped them. The heist made headlines around the world. It was a spectacle of criminal genius, a meticulously planned operation that left authorities baffled and the public in awe. The audacity of the crime, the mystery surrounding the professor's disappearance, captivated the public's imagination. The mastermind behind the heist vanished without a trace, leaving behind a trail of questions and a legacy of fear. But for the surviving members of the team, the true horror remained hidden. They were haunted by the memories of that fateful night, the echoes of their actions reverberating through their lives. They tried to move on, to rebuild their lives, but the shadows of the Mint followed them. Every creak in the floorboards, every unexpected knock on the door reminded them of the past they could never escape. The whispers, the cold touch, the feeling of being watched. It never went away. It was as if the very air around them was charged with the weight of their guilt and the specter of their deeds. They were left to grapple with the knowledge that some lines should never be crossed, some places better left undisturbed. The heist had not only stolen millions, but had also robbed them of their peace of mind. The Royal Mint of Madrid stood as a testament to their ordeal, a chilling reminder of the price of greed. Its imposing structure loomed over the city, a silent witness to the chaos and the lives forever changed by that one audacious act. The Royal Mint remained closed, its doors sealed. Rumors spread like wildfire throughout the city. Stories of strange occurrences, of shadowy figures, of disembodied screams echoing from within its walls. Some whispered of a curse, an ancient evil that guarded the Mint's treasures. Others claimed that the professor had never truly left, that his spirit was bound to the place where he had made his final stand. Whatever the truth, one thing was certain. The Royal Mint of Madrid was no longer just a symbol of wealth and power. It was a place of fear, a haunted monument to the heist that never ended. The world moved on. The heist became a distant memory, a cautionary tale whispered in hushed tones. But within the impenetrable walls of the Royal Mint, a presence lingered. It was ancient, powerful, and it was hungry. It had tasted fear, and it craved more. The mint, once a symbol of Spain's enduring strength, was now its prison. The heist had awakened something dark and insatiable. And as the years passed, the legend of the Royal Mint's curse grew stronger, a chilling reminder that some treasures are best left buried, and some doors are meant to remain forever closed.